So a couple of days ago, I uploaded my first attempts of completing this week's brutal mutation mission in StarCraft 2, and it turns out that this week's one is very hard. Much more difficult than I anticipated.
I am Janara, first ascendant of the Tal'Darim. One of Amon's remaining loyalists has dared to challenge me to rack Shir. He seeks to climb the chain and become High Lord. Keep your armies close to me. With their psionic support, I will end his ascent.
Now, I'm not gonna lie, after trying it for a couple of hours initially, I didn't really know exactly what to do. I mean, I tried my very best. We got relatively close, I suppose, but we didn't complete it just yet. So, today, I'm once again feeling fresh. I'm once again feeling ready to go. And instead, I'm running with Abathur together with Swann as well. So, I'm queued up together with Sardak, who is a maxed out level, Cole player. He's actually got very, very high level. I believe he's got level 90, the maximum level. But anyways, of course, we're going to be playing on Brutal here, and we once again want to see if we can complete it. So, we've got a strategy this time around, okay? We got a bit of a goal here as well. So, the first two waves of hybrids, I'm going to be attacking by myself. At the very least, that is what we're going to try. Obviously, Abathur becomes really, really powerful later on into the game, and that's really where we're trying to shine today as well. But really, the early game, I can focus on Roaches and Ravagers, and hopefully that's going to be enough to defeat the two first waves of hybrids. Now, the way we're going to do so is by making sure that Sardak can defend at the same time. So I'm going to be dedicated to attacking, where he is going to be dedicated to defending instead. And that should hopefully allow us to get our expansions out a little bit more safely, and hopefully get a big army in the later stages of the game as well. Now, I'm going to go ahead and get some static defense here. Seems to be very, very helpful. And actually, I can go ahead and put some of these things up on the ramp as well. Obviously, the mines will explode if the enemies get close to it, so that will hopefully aid us in defending here as well. And I'll go ahead and put down a creep tumor or like a spine crawler next to his wall as well, so he can start building some of the units too. Now, the first wave will come out roughly 9 minutes into the game, so I need to make sure I have enough stuff by then. I'm gonna go ahead and track straight up towards a lair here. I think that's probably one of the better things to do, and with all the extra gas, I'm gonna be able to start up my upgrades here very, very early on.
Amon's lackeys are moving toward their champion. Intercept them.
Now, I believe that the first cooldown here, or countdown rather, of Swann should probably be enough here, but I'm gonna start making army. He obviously does have the nice cooldown. There we go. It is. Gonna be some of these big SCVs type of looking dudes. What are they called? Aras. But it's going to be my goal here to mostly just attack. So I really need that big eco here initially. Hopefully I'm gonna be able to finish up 2-2 before that happens. Okay. I may end up losing a spine crawler here, but that's cool. And obviously the nice thing is that Abathur is gonna have a pretty solid amount of biomass available to him as well. So that will hopefully give us a bit of a stronger early game as well. There we go. He's already actually cleaned up my my expansion there, which is very nice. So I'll go ahead and get the upgraded corrosive bile here. And this guy is gonna be dedicated now. This white guy right here is going to be dedicated to looting biomass. A couple of siege tanks are here already. There we go. You grab whatever you can. Here, a roach. Okay. And I think I'm going to be able to start building up my expo right now. Did already send out a worker. Sadly, was not quite enough yet. So far, so good. So far, so good. So here we go. Got our first Brutalist coming in. Very, very powerful. And obviously, by the way, this week's Mutations rules are that basically we just have to kill a lot of stuff. All the units that we kill are automatically coming back alive again as well for a single time, which is very, very powerful. But right now, I can start building up some of my Ravagers. And obviously, they got Corrosive Bile. They're going to be very, very powerful. And hopefully we're gonna be just fine to defend against everything with that. I do want to try and get myself all of the units out as early as possible. But I think I should start building up a lot of units here. I'll let Sardek defend. I'm just gonna try and simply build up a lot of stuff. We don't want to push too far forward so we don't trigger the first big pack. Okay. You're gonna be dedicated to getting all that creep right now. Trying to move over here. Obviously, I don't want to waste all my mints, but they are extremely powerful, and if they can keep some of their units alive, that would be insane. Okay. And so far, once again, they got a really good setup here. Obviously, a lot of it comes down to, like, the units that you go up against as well. If you've got, like, a really powerful army to go up against, it's very tricky. They got Dark Templar. Oh, man. Like, the amount of different variations that there are of the enemy's armies makes it very tricky to decide what you want to do. Alright. There are DTs here. I didn't even hear him initially. They're so fast as well. Okay, well, I'm finally getting my detectors here. But that's brutal. I meant to be pushing here by myself, but I'm not sure if we even have enough. I don't know if you've got enough here for our first attempt even. Actually, I know for a fact I don't. Alright, he is indeed immediately catching on to that as well, so he's gonna go ahead and start aiding me. This week's mutation is just so tough though. So freaking hard. Okay. As you can see, the siege tanks are actually doing far more damage than I am right now.
The elementals of Slain may interfere with Shir if they wander too close to us. Slaughter them if possible.
Okay. I'm desperately trying to make as many units here as I can, but as you can see, that hybrid right there came back alive again as well. And sadly, it does not quite allow us to push into the objective just yet. We haven't lost just yet, though. And we are still okay, so I'm gonna be able to start droning up here once again. I'm gonna use my ment here to try and keep my my friendlies alive, and I'll start creating some queens here now as well, so we can really try and get a big amount of stuff out. Okay, it is important for us to start pushing here as well. I don't really need all the Vespian though. Don't need it. But alright, I'll take it. Okay. We need to push him out as well, to get like a reasonable amount of stuff. If you don't, it's very risky. Because obviously they are gonna push. Ah, okay, he needs to upgrade himself. Alright. Well, there you go. He's gonna be able to get some more shortage. Or he's gonna be able to get some more stuff now. I'm trying to add on queens. And as you can see, we're starting to build a really powerful army here already. I don't want to really lose my Brutalisk if I can at all prevent that from happening. I'll just simply use Ment here whenever it's available to keep that dude alive. Okay. So far so good. And I think I can go ahead and tack up towards the hive here soon. Okay. Sadly did end up losing my Brutalisk just now, but that's fine. We're gonna be able to get new ones soon enough. I'm really trying to get a stupid amount of units here. Looking pretty solid though, so far. He's got a lot of units here himself already, and that next wave is not gonna be available for another little while. There we go, trying to get another Bruta. There we go, very good. We don't really care about the elemental, to be honest with you. As you can see, Swann already has started building up a really big force. I was really worried here in the earlier stages already that just simply was too much. But next wave is gonna come up very soon here. We don't want to push too far, because otherwise we just are in too much of a risk as well. There we go, more and more Corruptor. I do want to tech up towards the Hive relatively early. So here we go. I'm gonna start that up, so we can get our +3/+3. I don't really need these, to be honest, but here we go.
Massive psionic power flows into Amon's champion from the hybrids.
I hope I have enough. I got a lot of units here, but... Okay. We got a lot of stuff here. I'm not worrying too much about what's going on at home right now. Not really my goal. I am using rapid fire, by the way, to try and kill all these units as fast as possible. And it looks like they will eventually end up falling. There we go.
Crush this one if you can spare the warriors to do so.
There we go. Alright. That was good. That was good. I'm gonna need a couple more workers here. But we have already defended the first couple of things. I'm getting +3/+3 here. And I'm also gonna have to obviously get the other upgrades. Corrosive Bio upgrade, as well as Adaptive Plating. As well as +3/+3. Okay, very good. Very, very good. So far, it's actually looking really nice. While the early game was a little sloppy, we are starting to obtain a really powerful force here. And once again, I can get more and more corrosive bios, which is great. I'll also go ahead and grab my Spire here for the time being, so I can start that switch towards Ultras if I want to, very soon. We need to probably push it, though. Okay. Tuck up towards a greater Spire here as well.
Got some bad guys coming after our base.
Trying to add on as many units here as possible. Alright. Don't really need to add on any more units, but we're getting a lot of biomass from this as well, which is really good. Oh no, not my big fat Ravager! Sadly, the big fat Ravager is gonna end up falling here. I don't have too much anti-air here for the moment, though. I'm gonna be able to get my mutas here soon, but... Okay. We'll get the Guardians. Okay. And a couple more Queens here as well. That way I can get more Corruptor, or more Ravagers. And once I finish up these upgrades, I think we're going to be in a really good position. I don't really need any more than that, so I'll just queue up that one. And get some more Ravagers. There we go. I'll need help with the third one, I think. Third wave is going to spawn, I believe, at 21 minutes. Maybe a little more, or a little less. Okay. Got a nuke again. Very good. And so far we're actually looking pretty solid as far as like the army compositions go. We got a big amount of stuff here already, and we're cleaning up very effectively. Okay. I'm gonna go back. We have pushed far enough. We have pushed far enough. Ideally I get another Brutalist out. I keep losing them, sadly.
I shall be glad to be rid of it.
Oh no.
I would prefer you kill it instead.
These things are so strong. They do so much damage, it's insane. Alright. So, time for me, not to make swarm hosts, time for me to start making the mutalisk so we can morph them into guardians. Look how much damage these things do though, it's so insane. They already are extremely tanky, but obviously when they get the additional, I think it's 23 minutes actually when the next objective spawns, but when they start taking out units of ours and they obviously come back to life, that's where things get really terrifying. Corrosive Bile is really good here though. Okay. Gotta be able to start morphing in my guardians. They're pretty cheap. Drones under attack? Oh no. Oh, snap. It's once again Dark Templar. Yeah, it was 23 minutes.
These hybrids possess immense psionic power. Destroy them, or that power will belong to their champion.
Okay, my guardians are here. Oh, right. Right. Obviously can't scan. Okay. I don't know if he's gonna have any forces here to attack with though, and maybe it's just gonna be up to me now. I'll just try and do as much damage here as possible, use all my heals. Using my corrosive biles here to the best of my abilities and really just rain as much here as possible. I don't know if I've got enough. We certainly are dealing a lot of damage, but as long as we don't die here though, I don't think we are in that bad of a position. I don't have enough. This is what I was worried for, this third wave here. I just simply don't have enough. I had a lot of units there. I need help. Well, I may be able to get this last one here, but okay. Got my third Brutalisk now as well. Okay. Whew. Whew. I did not realize how close that actually was to losing a game. Time for more air. We really need to push this thing back. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You don't want to fight there, I don't think, my man.
Sends reinforcements to support his champion. Prepare to meet them in combat.
No need to waste siege tanks. Okay. We need to push this thing forward once again. Well, at least we're gonna be able to get to the third wave here, right? I have a very small army here, though. I don't have a lot of stuff. This base has been under assault for the entirety of the game.
Targeted for attack. Eliminate incoming enemies.
We need to probably escort, but I'm not sure.
Ally space under assault. Allied forces in combat. Not enough. Allied forces.
These corrosive biles are doing a lot of damage, but these units are still dealing so much. Okay. We need to push, though. Third wave will spawn, I believe, 31 minutes.
Men available.
Otherwise, we just don't have enough. I have a tiny, tiny, tiny army. The last wave will come in just a little bit. We have 2 minutes. We need to clear out quite a long path. Okay. Okay, and let's keep on escorting. The last wave is gonna be the most powerful one yet, though. There's actually so many DTs. I wonder how many units we have lost to DTs here without seeing it. Yeah, they're everywhere. I'm trying desperately, but here we go. 30 minutes apparently is when the final wave goes active. We aren't there in time. This is the issue that we ran into first day as well. Now this attempt was definitely good. But there's no way we can get there in time. I'm gonna try and move over there. I'm gonna try and get over there, but there's no way. You can see like the pack is immediately being pushed back super aggressively, and a nuke will go down here eventually, killing out a lot of the units, but we just aren't close to the hybrids. We needed to push more aggressively here if we wanted to obtain it. Now, I think a next attempt though may already go much better. Like, look at that. They keep killing all the DT or all the air units that we have to detect. I don't think we can slow this down either, can we? No, we can't really slow this down anymore either. They're still being pushed. I think the switch into air is good in the later stages of the game. We just... In this one though, we just barely don't have enough. We just simply don't have enough units. I think if you were able to push a little sooner though. I think if we would have pushed a little sooner, we could have done this. The strat is good, we just need better execution. Alrighty, attempt number 2. I think we have a much better understanding on how this one will work out now as well. Obviously, we will now be able to just simply execute the strategy that we initially set for ourselves a little bit better. And in particular, that 4th final wave, like of the hybrids right here in the back, I think we just simply need to make sure we are right in front of the pit at like 30 minutes. And we can make sure that we're gonna be, you know, in a much more powerful and defensive position then. Because in this one, we were just a little too late. Like, I think we may have even had the army as well. We may have even had the amount of units that where we needed to push in there. We just didn't push early enough. So it's mostly just that practice makes perfect, right? So in this attempt, the second one for today, I'm feeling confident. I think we can do this. I think we can do this. It's doable though. I mean, we had a bit of a sloppy early game in that one as well, where we lost a lot of our units. Yeah, these mines are really sick. These mines are really good. I'll go ahead and help him out as well. I don't want to have him lacking in resources or whatever. Obviously, he needs to balance between a lot of static defense as well, and it's hard to balance that. It's fine.
Amon's worshippers are augmenting their champion's power. Do not allow this to continue.
To make sure that one is in a bit of a better position. And I'm gonna start making some roaches now, so I can start helping, you know, to make sure that she doesn't die. Okay. And I'm also gonna start tacking up towards a lair a little bit quicker, I think. Make sure that I get those gases fully saturated and start up my double evos. The double evos are really good. I wonder if it's maybe better to make only a single one, to be honest, but...
Two of you in this fight. I expect support from both. Send your armies to my side.
Seems like most of the attack are coming from the top now.
Send your armies to me immediately. All is nearly lost.
It's fine, Janara. He's already taken out for my expansion. That's good. And I think these siege tanks are going to be just fine at dealing all of this defense. There we go. Looks like we got one hero roach here already.
My laser drill's online.
Okay. With the laser drill online, that makes things way easier. Trying to grab all of the biomass here. And we'll have to start up +2/+2. Or +1/+1 rather. There we go. That's already a Brutalisk. Very good. We'll get the corrosive bile upgrade. We'll start transferring some units over now as well. I think once we get, you know, a reasonable income, that's where we can also start adding on some queens. Queens were really good. Okay, we do want to obviously make sure that we push this thing a bunch as well. Because otherwise we're just in too risky of a position. I may even... Yeah, I think I'm just going to go ahead and move this dude over. Okay. Really need to try and get a big army out by the time this first wave hits. So I think we should start building that army here relatively soon.
Enemy attack imminent. Prepare defenses.
Trying to add on my roaches now, so I can morph them into Ravagers.
The enemy is providing their champion with psionic support. You must deny him their aid.
Man, so many units here already. Okay.
Send me support immediately.
They do come back.
Unless you wish to lose the Tal'Darim to Amon.
Quantity insufficient.
They've got so many units. Like, this is what we're talking about with, like, bad luck, right?
Is moments away from victory.
They've got a really powerful composition. A completely different one than what we saw in the previous attempt. And it makes it really tricky for us to really get anything out of this. Well, I at the very least got my own expansion up. So there is that. But you can see, like, for example, all of a sudden they focus more on air. Makes for a tricky place. Anyway. We'll need to make sure that we get enough units out here for the attack that will be coming here very shortly. I don't have a whole lot of units right now. But we lost so much. We lost so much to the initial aggression. Come on. There we go. Okay, this one will be fine. And I think we're gonna try and bait him out here. Okay. These siege tanks are doing a lot, though.
May interfere with Shir if they wander too close to us. Slaughter them if possible.
Okay. And I think we're once again just barely going to have enough here. I'm gonna start droning up my newly acquired base. So annoying that they come back. Okay. I'm trying to, like, focus on getting one upgraded, but it's not easy.
Support me with your armies now, or I will cross the edge of the pit.
Okay. I guess this is also when we start adding on our queens. We're still alive, though. We're still alive. Oh no. Whew.
Mend is now ready.
Okay. I can start going up to watch the hive here. Once I get the building for it. And now that I've got a couple of queens out, we're in a much, like, more steadily safe positions, I suppose. We'll go ahead and use Ment here once to help him heal up his siege tanks. And I'll actually try and grab myself a little bit more biomass here. Get up towards the hive. There we go. And this one is also going to be a Brutalisk here very soon. Okay, 2 Brutalisk. Okay, once again, the early game looked a little grim there, but I just need queens for the next one. If we get queens out and in plentiful numbers, we're gonna be okay.
Mutation complete. Hive cluster.
Enemies approaching fast. Man, they look mad.
Okay. Here's the next wave coming in. Trying to make a lot of stuff. Knowing that we will have to fight some hybrids, mostly by ourselves here next up. Because they're a little more out of the way. Very good. They're actually pushing up the ramp, which is perfect for us. And it looks like we actually managed to defend very, very nicely so far. Okay, Hive is done. We'll get ourselves the Corrosive Bile upgrade. Or the Ravager upgrade, rather, and then also the Adaptive Plating.
It won't be long before that elemental leaves this place. I'd like to see it torn apart before that happens. It seems Amon's lackeys are moving toward their champion. Intercept them.
Good. Don't think we want to push too far, but not too little either. There's a big one over here in the back. Okay.
Hybrids. I cannot stand against them for long. Kill them before I am overwhelmed.
I'm going.
Swarm forces under attack. Mineral quantity insufficient. Allies base under assault. Sequences spun. Swarm forces under attack.
Mend is now ready.
Okay, it's coming back at least a single time, but we once again have a lot of corrosive biles here. Okay, that one's down, that one's down, that one's down. Beautiful.
Yet another elemental has wandered onto the field of battle. Deal with it if you can.
Very good. Now we need to push. I'll go ahead and grab myself +3/+3 here as well, as soon as I can afford it. Which is very soon. And actually, in the meantime, I'll try and make sure that we get ourselves these upgrades as well. To the gas geysers, so we can start mining from them. It's important for us to push here. Help push the third wave, please. We lost a lot of our army during that one in the previous attempt. Corrosive Bile, by the way, does not do friendly fire in co-op, in case you were unfamiliar.
Men available.
Okay. Brutalisk.
Got an enemy attack inbound on our base, buddy.
Okay. I actually don't have that much supply anymore. Ooh, I think I may have gone a little too aggressive there. I'm adding on a lot of shit though, which is good. I'm gonna need a lot more though than this if you want to fight the final engagement. I'm not gonna go for any kind of Corruptor switch or any kind of Brute Lord or what are they called, Guardian switches until a little while later. We can get some of their upgrades if we want to.
Allied forces in combat.
But I will need just siege the tank. Okay. I just need to make sure that I've got enough stuff here for the next wave.
Men available.
I'll switch in towards the big dudes. We'll call them the big dudes after this wave. Adding on some roaches now again as well.
Hive cluster under direct assault.
The elemental will not linger here for long. Do not tarry if you wish to destroy it.
Allied forces
We can trigger it if we want to, but I don't think we should.
must spawn more overlords.
See if we can try and get another Brutalist out, because I only got one right now. Here's that really powerful push.
Forces in combat.
You get it as well, sir. Not you. You.
Swarm forces.
There we go. That's 3 Brutalisk.
Allied space under assault. Mineral quantity insufficient.
I've got 1 mint ready to go. Next one will be done soon as well.
Allied forces under combat. Allied space under assault. Enough minerals. Allied forces in combat.
Okay, and that's me maxed. I think we can go.
Forces under attack.
23 minutes or 22? I don't remember the specifics. We can go for 1 mint. No reason not to.
Oh, just peachy. Got a wave of enemies gunning for us.
Okay.
Allied space forces not possible. Supply limit reached.
Supply limit reached. Okay, very good. And he's gonna be able to be just fine over here, so I'm going. I'm coming. Alright.
Allied forces in combat.
Okay. Are we ready?
Allied forces. Allied space.
Amon's champion
23
draws
minutes.
power from his supplicants. Eliminate them. Massive psionic power flows into
Okay, here we go.
Amon's champion from the hybrids. Slay them quickly.
Trying to make as many corrosive bios here as I can. Trying to use all of my abilities here constantly. There's so many hybrids here though, it's insane.
Mend is now ready.
I think that's what the ones, right? That was good. That was real good.
Allied space under assault.
And I think with that, we can start making our mutas and switch into Devourers and Guardians. Okay. I need to be very careful here. I'll make more corrosive biles. More Ravagers, that is.
Cluster under direct assault. Swarm forces under attack. Hive cluster under direct.
There we go.
Forces. Allied space under assault. Allied space under assault. Not enough minerals.
Okay. And those can go into that army composition on the first hotkey as well. And then I'll also add on some Devourers for that anti-air.
Mineral quantity insufficient.
There we go.
Not enough. Allied space under
Trying to make some
quantity.
mutas at the very least. I'm kind of broke.
Space under assault.
Mend available. available.
Not enough minerals.
Kind of broke.
Generation commencing. Allied space.
Okay, push. We should go ahead and push, knowing that we are gonna run into the same issue again if we don't. These things are so strong. I've got a huge army here, though. I've got a huge army. That's not how you write that, Lowko. We've got a couple of minutes.
Enemies coming for our base. Thought you might want to know.
Allied space under assault. Not enough. Allied forces.
Okay.
Mend is now ready.
Got a lot of guardians here as well.
An enemy base stands in the way of my victory. Tear it down and grind the rubble into dust.
That's exactly what I'm trying to do.
Allied forces.
Give up base. I don't know. My base is dead. Well, at least my drones are gone. I don't have that much income anymore.
The hour is nearly at hand. Keep your armies close to me, so that I might strike the killing blow.
I don't know if we've got enough here, though, for the final wave, even. I'm trying to kill whatever I can. Mend is very soon available again. Oh, here we go.
These hybrids possess immense psionic power. Destroy them, or that power will belong to their champion.
He's got, like, nothing here anymore, though.
Swarm forces under attack.
I don't know if he's got any more. Bring army. Army from the main. Dude. We need him. Oh no, I don't know if you have time. They're gonna be really slow when it comes to defending. I need to go, but like, I have no idea if I got enough. They're coming in right now. They're pushing it back so quickly, you know? I think we have enough, though. There's a ton of army coming in as well. We are slowing down the push here. We are slowly but surely losing our bases, but that's okay. Here's one. Was that the final one? I think that may have very well been the final one. I think that may have very well been the final one here. Well, it's still alive right now. It's still alive and kicking, but it won't be for very much longer. That's it. That's it. I think that's it.
Mend is now ready.
Woo! There's still a lot of units constantly spawning in here. But all we need to do is just simply hang out here. One unit. We need just one unit. But I think that's it. Whew. That most definitely was one of the most difficult mutation missions I have ever played in StarCraft 2. And honestly, when I initially started failing on it, I wasn't sure how to improve upon it. But now that we see the end result, it looks like we have figured out a strategy that works out quite nicely, as we're finally going to be able to escort Jinara to push her opponent into the pit. Well, I mean, after this short commercial break with the Immortals, because apparently they really badly want to die as well. But we most definitely have got enough here. They most definitely got enough here. Or we most definitely got enough here to push him into the pit. And you can see though, my army supply was still very small, but we got it.
What a pathetic display. When the day comes, I hope Alarak proves to be a more fitting challenge.
Nice. That feels really good. Nice. I actually didn't think we could get it for a while there, so I'm very, very happy we did. Give me that sweet, sweet bonus experience. Level 55, and that's all. Now, we didn't quite manage to do the bonus objective, as you may have seen in the first attempt. Doing the bonus objective is mostly just a pain. You don't really want to go there. But in total, we ended up dealing 46,000 damage with ultimate evolutions. Wow. So the Brutalisk as well as the big flying thingies, they did a lot. Almost 20,000 healing received here from Abathur with the Mend, and then also he's got 17k there in total. And the Dragon Laser Drill ended up doing 45,000 damage as well, which is insane. But I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that like button down below, and if you want to see more, make sure you subscribe so you get a notification as soon as I upload more. Other than that, I want to thank you very much so for watching. Have an amazing day. Do not forget to smile, alright? And I will see you in the next one.